is there any other like tips or tricks that you would give to us newbies out there? You know, like I'm just in my first year. Like I said, this is coming on month 3 and all. I came in right away with the NPR and kind of just going balls to the wall, whatever I had to go money wise and everything. But like, what would you recommend for me? Like anything that I could do to kind of speed up my progress?
One thing I would say would be definitely, I'm not sure if you have or not, starting with ACRM is probably a good thing. It sounds like out of reach for a lot of people when they first start out because maybe it doesn't make sense to them. Why do I need this? I don't need. But when you showcase to a customer like my ETA and then you send them a receipt right away, you can take a payment right away, and then you're building your customer base from day one. Like we've missed a couple years when we were first starting of contacts of customers to send email or text message campaigns to for a while. So I think starting over, I would definitely wish I started with a CRM right off the bat. I think that was pretty important. As
Shout
to
out to Andrew Thompson. He got me hooked up with day one. I came an investor with Autopilot. So I've been using Autopilot before I even started my business. So I started from day one with that whole plan, and I'm loving it. And like you said, man, it definitely makes a statement to the customer. You know, when you give like, I'll be there in a half an hour. As soon as you leave, they get a link to your review. They get, you know, like a follow up, making sure everything's okay. And I'm actually doing my first SMS texting campaign in the first month of month 3 for me, and I'm going to just send it out to all my clients that I just had and just see if I get some new business from that. So yeah, that is definitely a game changer for sure, and that's something I would never have got into, you know, but getting into this industry and meeting Andrew Thompson, like I said, man, like, you know, I learned from this guy. You know, I'm learning all this tech savvy stuff. I'm learning how to do SEO on myself and learning what to put in my websites and Google my business. You would have asked me this stuff a year ago, I wouldn't have had a clue. You know what I mean? And I own multiple businesses, but I never had a need to use any of this stuff. But, you know, just from learning from all you guys and getting these tips and all, it's definitely paying dividend for sure. Where can guys get in touch with you guys, man, if they want to reach out to you? And, you know, what other platforms do you guys, I think you said earlier TikTok. I didn't know you guys were on there. I got to check you guys out over there as well.
Yeah, that's our main one. That's just where we started. So if you go over to TikTok and scroll to the bottom, you can see us from probably before getting our license or right around there, like 5 years back. So you literally can see from hiring our first employee until now, like a couple weeks at a time, all the way over for 5 years, just random videos, some tips, some of it's just like day in the life type stuff. So TikTok's probably the main platform. Obviously, happy to be friends with anyone on Facebook as well. Been trying to just put out more content there because I know that a lot of people are, you know, on Facebook and everything. But yeah, those 2 outlets are probably the best bet.
Now, with TikTok, what are you doing on there? Are you looking for business, or is it more just building the brand name over there?
No, honestly, our whole entire TikTok has been dedicated to helping other trunk removal companies basically scale. Okay. Like a lot of the videos you see I post on Facebook and stuff, a lot of the ones recently have been new that I've just been making, but a lot of it's just like drafts and stuff that I've had on TikTok or stuff from our TikTok that we put on. So that's what the whole thing's geared towards. Is if anyone's looking, there's tons of like just general tips and stuff on there. I have a lot more than what I put on Facebook.
Wow, I'm glad you just said that, bro. I got to get over to TikTok. You know, I haven't made one for Fuhgeddaboutit over there. I got my regular one, but you know, I've definitely been slacking on that. And I know all the younger guys like yourself, you know, everybody's on TikTok, where I'm like the old school and I'm still stuck on Facebook ways and all that. But I got to say, Facebook works very well in the junk industry. It definitely keeps it connected in the circle for sure.